Hey y'all, I'm Abby, More Than Just Skin, and welcome back to my channel. Or if this is your first time here, welcome. I'm thrilled you took some time out of your day to spend a little bit of time here with me. Today is August favorites. And I know I say this again every month. I know I say this every month, but I can't believe August is gone. But really, August just really flew by. I mean, it was crazy, which I can totally understand. Work was crazy. Life has been crazy. So yeah. August has flown by, and now we're moving into September, and even though it's still hot as all get out here, the fall vibe is kind of in the air, and I kind of am wanting to do more fall makeup looks and paint my nails a darker color. Like, I'm kind of right on the cusp of wanting that. So for the month of August, I really focused on using a lot of really summery products, and they're kind of reflected, I would think, in my favorites. So if you're interested in seeing what I have been loving for the month of August, then hit that subscribe button and stay tuned, because here we go. I think I'm going to start with what I consider to be miscellaneous, because I have like makeup and skincare, and then I just have like three kind of miscellaneous products. One is a hair care item, one is a deodorant, and one is a pair of sunglasses. For this month, I do not really have any lifestyle favorites. I don't have any books. I really actually have not read any books. I'm currently reading Snobs by Julian Fellowes. He is the writer of Downton Abbey, but I haven't finished the book, and I don't know if I love it enough to put it in the favorites. It's kind of just one of my pool reads, and I haven't actually been to the pool as much lately, so I haven't finished that. And I started listening to a book on Audible, and I didn't like it so much that I actually didn't finish it. So I am currently really not listening to anything. I'm going to start my new book club book, and hopefully that will be a favorite for September. So hopefully stay tuned to September if you're interested in some book favorites. So the first favorite is a pair of sunglasses that I got during the Nordstrom anniversary sale, and these are by the brand called Privé Revaux, and it's Priverevaux. And these are just what I consider to be very basic sunglasses, black, kind of squared, and they are just perfect. I literally have been living in them ever since I got them. I think they came in under $30, and they are definitely what I would consider, if I were to put these on and not know the price, I would definitely say they were like Key Australia 60 or higher. So I really have been enjoying those sunglasses during the month of August. I have discovered, or I should say rediscovered, my love for the Donna Karan Cashmere Mist. So I fly through deodorant at the drugstore, like Secret Clinical or Dove Clinical, and I always have to get a Clinical, and those are about $9. And so while this seems to be a lot, because I think it comes in around $28, when you factor how much longer it takes me to use this as compared to the Clinical that I buy at the drugstore or grocery store that comes in close to $10, this is actually a steal. So I started using this again in the month of August, and I really haven't stopped using it. I purchased during the Nordstrom anniversary sale the 3-pack, and I'm just loving this. It has a light scent, but it provides exactly the protection that I need, and I absolutely love it. If you are looking for a good deodorant, don't be afraid of the price tag on this, because this one lasts me so much longer than anything I would buy at the drugstore. I have one hair product, and this is the Sparkling Soda Shine Mist by Drybar. So during the summer months, and really during most any months, when I first wash my hair, I have kind of a lot of frizzies, and sometimes I just kind of want to tame it down. I consider this to be like an aerosol type oil. It's just kind of like a finishing spray, and I feel like it kind of calms down any frizzies that I might have, gives me a little bit of hydration, and man, does it smell good. This stuff smells, it's just that Drybar smell, and it just smells so good. And did y'all know Drybar has a candle? I just saw that on Sephora today. I was like, what? But anyway, this smells great. I love what it's doing to my hair, and I really have been enjoying it this month. Moving on to skincare. I have 4 skincare items that I have been relying on constantly this month, and they have been favorites. I think only one of them is new to this month. Everything else are older, but they are definitely favorites for the month. The first one is the Tata Harper Clarifying Cleanser. I think you can tell it's a favorite because you can see how much I have left of it. So this is kind of a little bit of a recap from what I said during my morning skincare routine. When I received this, and I received it complimentary from Tata Harper, but that is not at all the reason why it's a favorite, because when I received it from Tata Harper, I was thinking, ooh, this is not going to be a cleanser for me. I don't really have breakouts. I know it's going to be over drying. Who can I give this to? Well, I didn't give it away. Ooh, I didn't give it away. I kept it. And boy, am I glad I did, because this summer I have been dealing with some breakouts, whether it be from different products I've used that my skin hasn't liked, or if it has been something along... Finley, quit shaking the tripod. Y'all, Finley is right there and he is shaking the tripod. I'm sorry. I digress. Going back to the cleanser. So I have been dealing with some breakouts, whether it's from products that my skin doesn't like, or if it's from sweat, whatever it has been, I've been dealing with some breakouts, and this has been heaven sent. I use this, it only takes me using it a couple of times, and I really do see where it helps clear up my skin. Now I do use other stuff too, and another item in here you will see is one of the things that I have been using, but this really has been doing great, and I have been enjoying it, and it has really, really shocked me. So good job, Tata Harper, loving this cleanser. Next up, and I was also gifted this complimentary by the brand. Of course, none of this video is not sponsored. I am not being paid to give these reviews. They strictly sent them to me. They did not give me any kind of boundaries on what to say or anything like that. This is the Origins Clear Improvement Active Charcoal Mask to Clear Pores. Okay, so I think you're seeing a trend. I'm having some congestion, having some breakouts. I'm not talking about anything cystic like on my chin. I'm just meaning around my face. This has been helping tremendously. Love this stuff. I always love to have a good detoxing mask in my arsenal. This is my new favorite. Love this one. I will continue to use this. If you're in the market for one, I highly recommend checking this one out. Retinol. I love retinol. My skin loves retinol, and I have found that if I use a retinol oil and I use it consistently, that is how my skin likes it best. I have been loving this month the Vis Viva Retinol plus Frankincense Restorative Oil Serum. This also was sent to me complimentary. This is not new to me. I've had this for months. I have used it off and on. I really have consistently been using it, I would say, for the past maybe 2 months. And my skin is loving it, and I am loving it. If you are in the market for a good retinol oil, I highly recommend you checking this out. Again, it's the Vis Viva Retinol plus frankincense. And lastly, for skincare, I have been loving the Origins Ginseng Refreshing Eye Cream to brighten and depuff. This just gives you such a nice glow around your eyes. This is my go-to morning eye cream. I love it. I love that I can just put it around my eyes and I look awake and I kind of look alive, and I just, especially on days when I'm not using as much makeup, this is definitely a go-to. So if you're looking for a good, except I wish the packaging was not a pot. It comes like this, but this little bit will last you forever. But if you're looking for a good morning eye cream, I highly recommend checking this one out. Okay, so moving on to makeup, and I don't have that much. I don't have that many favorites for this month. Like I said, this month was very busy, and I feel like I was very consistent with the things that I used and consistent with the things that I fell in love with. So one of those items is the Aborian BB cream. This is an oldie. This is definitely an oldie favorite, but I rediscovered it this month and I loved it. This is what I would slap on the weekends. This is something I would wear to the pool. I took it when I went out of town for the weekend. It is simple, it is quick. I apply it with my hands, and you get an SPF of 20. Now that's not really enough to do much. I definitely would wear a sunscreen under this, but I just think for ease, and it actually gives you pretty good coverage, especially if you wanted to apply it with a brush or a beauty blender. I just used my fingers and slapped it on, and it was great. So this is what I've been relying on for quick, simple summer makeup. Another thing I've been loving for quick summer makeup is the Too Faced Sweetie Pie. Okay, so this is what I consider to be, let me open it. This is what I consider to be a bronzer, blush, and highlight all in one. And it smells so good. It smells like peaches. I also like to use this as eyeshadow. I like to use it in my crease. simple makeup, simple, easy makeup when you don't want to have too much, you don't want it to be too complicated. This is what I've been reaching for, and I really have been loving it. For the longest time, I was thinking that I would declutter this. I really didn't understand it, having a mixture of all three products. But then when I realized it's for somebody who is not as, I don't want to say as glamorous as me, because that's not right, but maybe somebody is as intensely into makeup as me, because I like to do the 3 steps. You can still do that with this. You can wear it totally as a bronzer and it's fine. But if you're those days you're wanting to go simple, kind of one-stop shop, this one is the way to go. It would not be a favorites this month without this beauty. So I bit the bullet and got the Norvina Anastasia palette. When it came to Ulta, I actually got it with Ulta bucks, and I don't think I paid anything for it. And I kind of went back and forth on this. I watched a lot of reviews and people had mixed feelings about it, but something just drew me to this, and I think it was the pinks and the purples. And once I got it, other than today, and this is just poor planning on filming on my part, I'm actually wearing the Juvia's Place Warrior palette on my eyes today. But this is the first day in literally over 2 weeks that I haven't worn this palette. And the reasons why I love this palette so much are because you can get a number of different wearable looks. So if you don't want to go all out with the purples and the pinks, you can definitely have the options for some gorgeous neutral looks, whether it be cooler tone going in with this shade or whether it be warmer tone. But one of the things I love so much about it is if you want to be creative and you want to go in with purples and pinks, you can create wearable looks that are purple and pink. So you can have some colorful, but they're not too over the top. So that is what draws me so much to this palette. Another thing I will say, this palette has reinforced for me that Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows are probably the best on the market. I thought Juvia's Place were really great, and don't get me wrong, they really are good. But when I used the Warrior palette today, I was thinking, oh my gosh, I'm having to build this up so much, and I'm just not used to that because I have been wearing this palette for 2 weeks. So definitely, if you are on the fence, I highly recommend it. It is gorgeous. I feel like it is really it's what I needed. I felt like I was kind of in a makeup rut, and this was what I needed because I have really just gotten out of my comfort zone and worn some of these purples and really made them looks that work for me, which I think is what makeup is all about. I'm not gonna wear I can't wear just like a neon eye, but I can incorporate colors like this into a look that works for me. And I think that's what makeup's all about and what is most important. So I really have been loving this palette. Kind of in sync with that palette is this next item, and this is a highlighter by Becca, and it is called the Lilac Geode. And y'all, when I bought this, I was thinking, why? And I got it, I was like, why did I buy that? That is so not me. But y'all, it is beautiful. It is so beautiful. Again, I'm not wearing it today and I apologize. But it is the most gorgeous highlight on the skin. It has like this purpley pink champagne shift to it. And with this Norvina palette, this is kind of like a match made in heaven. I mean, it's absolutely positively beautiful. I really just can't get enough of it. I love it so much. I want to wear it all the time. It is beautiful, and I just don't know what else to say about it. Moving on to another oldie but goodie. I love pulling these old ones out and finding that they're my favorites for the month. This is the Marc Jacobs eyeliner. It is the Fine Liner Ultra Skinny Gel Eye Crayon in black. Y'all, this is such a fine tip. I just don't know. Can you see how fine that tip is? It creates the finest line, and so when I've been using this palette, I haven't really wanted to have thick eyeliner. I've really wanted the shadows to be the spotlight of the show, the spotlight of the look. So I just use this really in a skinny line across my top lash line to just give my lashes a fuller look, and I have been loving this. Okay, next up is lip products, and they're kind of a combo of what I've been doing. So I have recently discovered Wet n Wild lipsticks, and there is a lipstick, and let me see what this is called. They are the ones that look like this. 3 colors. The first one is 531C, and the shade is called Breeze. Is this the one? And this is the one that I have on right now, and I keep this in my purse. I think it's just this gorgeous frosted neutral shade. It reminds me a lot of Tom Ford Boys and Girls in the shade Carolyn. I just love it. It's fine that it's very creamy. Now the lasting power is not good, but I just reapply it whenever I feel like my lips are drying out, and it's so creamy and I just really love it. It's just kind of like your lips but better, but it gives you a little bit of sheen with that frost. The other one that is similar to that is 501, called A Short Affair. This is definitely much more nude. Now they're all nude, but this one is a little bit lighter. And then the last one I really have been loving. This is 530 Dark Pink Frost. And I love a good pink frost. Maybe that's me like going back to my roots of the 80s or something. I don't know. But I really do love a good pink frost, and I think that one is gorgeous. But I love to layer on top of it these Wet n Wild lip glosses. These are the Color Icon lip glosses, and these are the Astrology collection ones. I have 4 of them. I have Capricorn, which is definitely one that I have not worn yet, but I think will be gorgeous for fall and winter. It is a deeper tone, all with some shimmer to it. The other one is Pisces, which I love. It's just a very light pink. And then I have Libra, which is also a light pink, but looks like it's a little bit peachier. And then I have Gemini, which is straight up gold. And I probably wear this one, I would say, the least. But I have been loving these two. I've been wearing them a ton over lipsticks, just great. What I will say about these lip glosses is you can feel the grit of the glitter, but that is the case with a lot of lip glosses. That's the case with the Becca ones. That is the case with the Marc Jacobs ones. So you do feel that grit, but for the price, I think these are great. I just absolutely love them. I will show you. I'm going to put on Pisces now. And you can see, I just love the way it gives my lips this look. I just think it's so pretty, and for the price, I really think it cannot be beat. So yeah, so those were my very short favorites for August. I think it was kind of a slimmer group, but they were ones that I truly have been loving. So I would love to hear in the comments below what you have been loving for the month of August. And if you like this video or these types of videos, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. I would love to see you back here on a regular basis. And as always, I hope this video finds you having a fantastic day and a great week, and I will see you all soon. Bye, y'all.